And we're on. So, hey guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I have with me today Mr. James from Love Island Season 2. He's here to talk to us, give us a little tea, and also give us a chance to get to know him better, since more so in the show, we tend to see him coupled up. So, who is this man, Mr. James? And I got some questions for you so we can figure it out a little bit and have a game and a little game with you if you're okay with that. It also allows us to get us to know you a little better. Cool with that?
I'm cool with it. That's my last name, right? I'm cool with anything.
Okay, Mr. I'm cool with anything. All right. So, I'm not to get into your business, but you are here, so we're going to get into your business. What was your dating situation looking like before you came on Love Island? Were you taken? Were you single? What was it?
We actually talked about this. The group of guys just one day hanging out, and we went along. Went down the line like, oh, were you hooked up? Were you have a girlfriend? My situation wasn't anything serious. I actually stopped dating in June, preparing for the show and preparing my mom to actually meet someone. So I actually came in with right intentions. Yeah, I really wanted to go all out and wear my heart on my sleeve, and because I do date, I do hang out, because before June, I was hanging out with some people, and I was dating, I was having fun for sure, but I didn't think that was going to be fair, going into the villa. On top of going in, and then the girls say if I did date up until I left, find out I'm on Love Island, they would talk shit and fucking, be hurt, and they would, I don't know, I just didn't want to deal with people here and in the villa, so I definitely stopped dating for like 2 months. I was by myself, and that's why when you guys see me, I was so eager, like someone liking me. I was very excited, and that's why I was like, oh, okay, I've dated a while, quarantined for 4 weeks in that hotel, going to the villa. The connection was great, and that's what you saw at first. But yeah, my dating experience wasn't too crazy before.
Okay, cool. No, that's good. Seriously, before I went to Love Island, I went to Love Island in June. I stopped talking to somebody back in December. So I had a long amount of time where I was like, oh, no. Especially once I got that call, I was like, we're focused. Before I even got the call in, it was once the opportunity came, I was like, oh, no. They called me. This is my opportunity. And at that point, I was just like, nope. Nobody else.
It's good. Yeah, I mean, you had the same mindset then. I guess you stopped a little bit, farther than me. But you're right. But it was on and off. I didn't know when I was going to go in, when not. Like the whole world was changing with COVID.
Right.
So I didn't know exactly. I would probably do the same thing, knowing in advance. But it was literally like hit or miss with
right.
Going. But yeah, you're right. You can't go in thinking like that. So that's good mindset. But,
right.
Yeah. The other dude, they had. I think Johnny had like a girlfriend or something. I think.
Wait, who?
I think. I don't know when I throw him under the bus, but I don't know. We'll see when that pops off. But everybody had a situation. I think Trey was, he was hooking up same as me, but it's been a while. Yeah, who hooked up right before? It was like the day before. I forgot what it was. I think it was Carrington.
Oh.
But I love them all though. Carrington's my best friend. Johnny's hilarious. Trey, when he gets here, he said, I better be in Miami. Disneyland stuff. So they're all good friends of mine. We're just talking about our hookup stories. It's kind of funny.
Okay. So next, as we see the previews, we see what Love Island is promoting and stuff like that overall, especially like a big build up in this season was your relationship with Moira. So in that whole situation, do you feel like you were misunderstood? And if so, like elaborate on that.
I mean, definitely. And also to say, something about her as well as her, she was misunderstood and I was misunderstood. It wasn't just me and it wasn't just her. It was both of us. And that's what happened. I mean, when we were together, it was great. Opposites attract. She was the opposite of me. She expressed her feelings a different way than I did, and I was very open and very, high energy. That's who I am, and I can't help that. I warned her going into it. I was like, listen, I do this, I do that, and we kind of like cards on the table first night. And she's like, okay, this is amazing. Let's do it up, and we had a great time. Even the other relationship Islanders, they saw us in the beginning. Was like, oh, it's gonna be, they're so amazing. He breaks Moira out of her shell, and then Moira's gonna help him, calm down a little bit because she has that vibe to her, like that I love. She's a very chill, very gentle person, and I need that in my life because I'm so like out there, and I think we were just working on each other in that way. I don't know if you guys saw that, but
right.
you guys saw I guess the pressure of the physicality, I guess, that he never had, and then also just the date, and then me blowing up, and then yeah, we were very misunderstood on the whole our personalities, being opposite, but they didn't really focus on the whole conversation that I had before all that. We talked about life outside of the villa, we talked about family, we talked about a lot of stuff, but I guess she just needed a small dose of me, I think, every day, because you're there for 24 hours a day. You know how it is. You're around people constantly, and it was just tough to, get away from. She was like always saying, I need my space and stuff like that. But I couldn't. I was over here. She saw me. I don't know. It was tough, but it was still a great time. And yeah, we were definitely misunderstood.
Okay. Now, how do you feel? Because that's the thing. A lot of people make comments about reality TV, and it's a show, and we make commentaries when we watch. People watch Power. You make commentaries. People watch Friends. People make commentary. People watch all these different types of shows, make commentary on the people because it seems like characters. And in a way, when you're on Love Island, people see you, and sometimes it can get put in a position where you appear as a character, and people forget that we are people. We have everyday lives. We go back to our everyday lives once you're out of the villa. So how do you feel about the responses you were getting after Love Island, whether it be like the positives, you can talk about the positives, you can talk about the negatives, and what you were seeing on Twitter and all that type of stuff?
Yeah. When I first got my phone and got back to reality in a way, like I said, I'm from a small town in Virginia. I barely know anybody anyway. It was kind of overwhelming getting love and hate. I was like, I'm not used to this, people knowing who I am. They don't know the other side of me. I'm very simple. I'm very, I love people, but I do like to do my own thing. I'm very independent, and it was shocking almost, and it's still happening. People hit me up and saying like, "Oh, Moira did you dirty?" You're like, "Oh, you're abusive." I'm like, "What's going on?" Like,
right.
This is ridiculous. You guys, like you said, they don't know who we really are, but everybody has an opinion, everybody has a character, and I guess you have to live through it. I'm living through it right now. It's kind of almost entertaining, and it's fascinating, and it's shocking. It's nothing too crazy, I mean, it's not like, I'm not worried or anything about like any comments or people talking about me, but it's kind of funny. My family was worried. Are you gonna be okay? You look like the bad guy here. I'm like,
right.
No, it's fine. I know who I am in my heart. You know what I mean? Like, right. I'm not trying to prove to anybody who I am. I can just try to hopefully show it, because I do have a lot of love, but just things happen. Kind of just gotta work through them. Everybody makes mistakes. It's not nothing too crazy.
Okay, that's good, because that was the thing too. It was like, I wonder how is he gonna take the responses coming out, because some people aren't able to think from your perspective, so they take it hard, and it just becomes a lot. You're dealing with your emotions already that you left in the villa and your relations in the villa, and then you got to come out into a world of people just speaking on you, and you're like, I don't even know these people, especially if it's in a negative light. So it was something definitely I know I was concerned about, thinking like, I wonder. So it's good to hear that you're not, like you're taking it one day at a time, and you're not letting it affect you as a person.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I've got some funny comments. You're a mass murderer.
Oh, damn. Yeah, they reach. Yeah.
A couple said, have you ever seen the show You on Netflix?
Yes, they said you're Joe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
St. Joe vibes. Yes, I saw those.
Joe vibes, because he's stalking her. I mean, I feel like Joe really liked what's her face on the show, and I really like Moira, so I get that part, but it's funny.
Okay, and now all right. So now the positive aspect of that, like with people who give you commentary and are showing you love, and now that you're a single man and clearly, like, you out the villa, you can do what you want. What are those DMs looking like? Are they looking nice? Like, are you seeing some things in your DM?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And it's looking pretty nice. Some cuties in Florida. Florida's a big state. A lot of people knew I was from Florida coming down here, so people wanted me to visit. A lot of people in Toronto, which is weird. I think Toronto has a lot of Love Island fans.
They do.
Yeah, I'm from Canada. Come to Canada. I'm from Canada. But I don't. All right, I can get my passport. Come, but I'll never, fly to go see anybody. But it's flattering. I love to take compliments. I like to give compliments. I try to talk to as many people as I can. Like, oh, thanks for the support. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being there, because it's sweet of them, and they're reaching out to make sure I'm okay and everything. When they watch me, it's flattering. But nothing too like crazy. They just like hard eyes or, oh, you're so sexy, yeah, shit like that. So it's kind of funny.
Are there any buttes in there that you're like, hold up, I might have to take a trip?
I don't want to say her name, but there was one in Arizona. She's like looking like a model over there. She's pretty cute.
Okay, Miss like Arizona, you got a little shout out. He say who you were, but if you're watching this, he thinking about you. You have crossed his mind.
If she was in the villa, we would have won.
Wow, so that's how he's feeling right now. Now, in your DMs, since they are popping and they're doing well, what's the wildest DM that you have received right now? Because I know that it can get wild. It can get crazy in the DMs.
It is. I think one person kept sending. I had to block it. Her parts, her boobs, her butt. It was like literally every minute though. So like she kept. I was like, this is all right. I gotta stop. At first, I kind of ignored it. It was like, hey, you're so this. I would love to just tie you up and do something to you. I would cuff you and make my way about you or something like that. I was like, oh, that's hilarious. And then right underneath that was a picture of her butt.
You out here getting cuffed, James? You letting women cuff you?
Yeah, right.
And tie you up?
I was scared.
You get nervous. You're like, wait a minute.
I was like, no. So that was probably the most eager and the most, crazy one, I think. But other than that, nothing, just hard eyes, like, oh, you're a nice person, stuff like that. So, but that was overboard.
Okay. Now, speaking of interests, were there other major love interests other than Moira that the cameras didn't show? Like, were there the people that you had some time with that you think should have been noteworthy?
Yeah, thinking about it now and looking back on it, and being in the villa, like I said, I was all my eggs in her basket at the time, so I couldn't really like think about it. But I did have a time where if I did choose anybody, it would have been Kirsten. She was really cool. She was really great. There was a time where we did have a conversation,
right? And
I just really liked Carrington so much, and we actually did have a conversation about. I was like, hey, Kirsten pulled me aside. She wants to get to know me a little bit. I'm Moira. What should I do? And he's like, listen, man, I'm with Caitlin, and me and Caitlin do not vibe at all. She's my only hope. Like, you gotta throw me this bone here. And I did it for Carrington because he's a great guy. I didn't want to compete with I didn't want to have like a love triangle with me, Moira, and Kirsten, and I didn't want to make Moira, sad at the time.
Yeah.
So I just literally was like, yeah, okay, I was with you. And then now Carrington and Kirsten are doing well, and I'm happy for them. But if I did choose anybody, it would have been Kirsten. But I really did have a connection on a friend level, of course. Not anything romantic, but I think that's what in real life and in probably the villa or anywhere, you've got to have a sort of friendship and then build on that. Caitlin, she was a great person.
She really dope.
She was hilarious. She was funny, flirty. She had so much to her other than just her looks. She had so much about her. Her personality was so much, and I love that about her. Maybe I could have, talked to her more and see where that went, but we're definitely friends. And that was the whole thing. It was me, Moira, and Caitlin the whole time. It was us three. And we're riding it out, and it made Moira happy being, having Caitlin there as a friend. And I liked Moira happy with Caitlin, and I was getting to know Caitlin. So, yeah, it was a great time. Other than that, no. Everybody was really friendly. Justine, Mackenzie was head over heels with Connor, and Connor was head over heels with Mackenzie. I think they still are. I haven't watched any episodes yet, but
I want you to watch it.
I know I have to catch up on Sunday. I will. But yeah, that relationship's funny. And then Johnny and Sally are like the whole like okay power couple. You know, they don't even have problems. I feel like they're perfect. Um,
You gotta
yeah,
watch. Keep watching.
I do gotta watch. I do gotta watch. And then other than that, but no, if I had to choose, it would be Kirsten or Caitlin.
Okay. Great. Like, see, like we're open and understanding more because right now they made it so like James and Moira, it's like, hey, there could have been other people that we don't even know about, and people probably didn't even know, like, hey, Caitlyn could have been an option, you know, because like that wasn't even. We've seen the interaction between you and Kirsten, but we didn't see, like, we wouldn't even have known the whole.
No, there was a couple
Caitlyn
behind the scenes you didn't see with me and Carrington and even talking about Kirsten, and I was like I said, I was thinking about it that morning. I think I said to her, I was like, oh, you made my day for coming up to me initiating it, because Moira never did that for me. I was usually always the one taking charge in our relationship, and she kind of just went along with it. But Kirsten it's very confident in herself, so I kind of like that in a girl, and I kind of just like love Carrington so much, and I didn't want to like break a friendship, and then I didn't want to at the time I can't see the future break what I had going, so.
Right. I like hearing this from you. Like, I'm learning so much. I'm happy you're up here because you learn so much more about the, and I don't want to say characters, but you meet people in such a way where it's like they feel like characters, and then you're like, no, there's so much more going on. I wish they actually showed this, and they gave you an opportunity to show this side of you.
And and to everybody as well. Like there's so much to these people that I met. You know, they focus on their conversations, their loyalty, their love. Because a lot of people are great in that. They choose what they want to choose, and it's kind of sad, but it's the show, and it's like I said, I'm so fortunate, so blessed to even be on the part of the show. I know you don't have anything bad to say, and I don't either about production producers.
Oh no, I love it. I love me some Ben and all of them. I love them.
I love everybody. I love the producers. They're all great. It's just the way the show is.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. You know, you get to know people, you know, deep like this as a conversation, and that's really what we were doing there. But imagine me and you talking right here, right, and then you just see 5 minutes of it.
Right. Like we're having a really good conversation right now, and they'll just take a clip and they'll be like, they'll run whatever the title is, like he does this or he eats this, and it's like, no, I'm really enjoying my time. Right.
You could be talking for 4 hours, which we did. We talked for hours, and that's funny when people would be like, yo, why is he acting like that? They've been only coupled up for only 4 or 5 days. That 4 or 5 days seem like 4 years. It
feels like a minute. And then you're laying in bed next to him. You don't get to go home and decompress and while out. You get to like cuddle up with them. And you're like, oh, this feels like it's mine. I know you're not mine, but it's starting to feel like it. Just a little bit.
100%, you know?
Yes.
I'm glad you know how it is. I'm glad.
Yes, that's what I was like. I need to know. Okay. Now, are there any I have my questions written on the side, so now how do you feel looking back at yourself? I know you're not gonna watch it on Sunday, but seeing little clips and little things in here, do you feel weird, or do you feel cringy, or are you like, oh, look at me, look at the tats?
It makes me, as you can tell, I'm smiling. It makes me laugh. It makes me giggle, like me seeing myself and how I interact with people, and it's funny. So nothing too crazy. I guess I only seen a couple clips of me and Moira talking, and then a couple of gifs of me. Oh, me rubbing my arm. Have you seen that that quarantine, like before and after quarantine? Did you see that little?
I didn't see that one. Send that one to me. I want to see it.
Johnny and Sally are in bed, and Johnny's rubbing Sally's arm like this, and they're just all cuddled up. And then it says, before quarantine. And then it shows me by myself when I slept in the bed by myself.
Aww.
Me rubbing my arm. It says after quarantine. It
Aww.
was hilarious.
Wait, now, what was with that? Why did you guys separate in the bed? I was confused. I was like, wait, what's going on? Is it things going, you know?
Me neither. Me and Moira said the same thing. I was like, hey, did you request the bed? Because, you know, it was after that night, and then, you know, we were arguing a little bit. I thought she felt uncomfortable to sleep next to me, and I didn't want to make her feel different. And I was like, hey, did you do this? And she was like, no, did you? And I was like, Nah, it was the producers because we're like you said,
Wow.
always mic'd up. So they hear little things. So I think they heard little bickering back and forth of like of me and the boys talking in the dressing room, and be like, hey, I can't believe that happened to me and Moira. Why is she like ditching me? Like I would just talk like just spitballing.
But
Like,
they hear it.
And then probably Moira was doing the same thing to the girls. Like, oh, I can't believe like what's happened. I don't know what she said, but because it's not going to be aired, and it's probably not on the cameras, but they know. The producers knew, so they didn't even they warned me 2 minutes before bedtime. I was coming in. They're like, "Hey, there's a bed for you in there, by the way." I was like, "Oh, for real?" It was so awkward. I was just like, And then Moira didn't want to do that. I mean, it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, I wanted to squat. I knew what was happening. I kind of just wanted to go through just our friendship level. I just wanted to start our friendship already. You know what I mean? That's why I wanted to squash it and then not walk on eggshells. And I think the producers didn't want that to happen, and they probably wanted to make it more fucking drama.
That was the drama.
And I think that's what they said. I was like, you want more drama? I'll show you drama.
Yeah.
The producers did it. The producers did it for me.
Because I remember watching with my friend, and she was like, they're in separate beds now. Like, something must have happened if they feel uncomfortable to like put this behind the scenes. And now that you're saying this, it brings more perspective. Nothing happened.
Yeah, and I would admit that if something did happen off camera, because I'm just that guy, I don't care really. So it's nothing off camera happens for everybody was shocked. They were like, oh, like yeah, I get you and Moira had a little thing, like, but I didn't like it didn't have like a crazy blow up because that's what everyone thought. Like, oh wow, something must have happened off camera for that to happen. But everybody was just, I think the producers just didn't want that to happen. I think they were preventing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it was tension in the air. It was definitely going on. So it was just a prevention type thing. Like, hey, let's just, better safe than sorry.
Right.
On top of making better TV. It's a win-win. It's a win-win for us. Let's just, let's do it up. So I kind of got played in a way, but okay.
No, that's it. Yeah, because I was just like, whoa. And now that you're saying that, I'm like, that is very interesting because that is not what I thought at all. And just while we're still like in the middle of the interview, I do want to say thank you for your transparency and letting us know what's going on, because I'm like, I'm learning more than I would have assumed from watching it. That's the thing too, we have people up here not prove me wrong, but tell me if I'm wrong. Like, I'm out here making my commentaries. Let me know if if girl, you got it wrong. Like, let me know. And right now, you're letting me know a lot of things. I'm like, wow, you're giving me a very different perspective of what was going on.
Yeah, well, I like to get it out, and it's a lot to talk about, and I'm glad I'm doing this for sure. So
right. Now, are the couples as solid as they appear? And more so, I'm thinking about private guy talk, because in the show when Lauren came in, clearly we saw everybody shaking, like everybody got shook. People wasn't sure who they wanted to be with anymore and all that stuff. But in your private guy talk about each of the girls, you don't have to say who, say what, but do you think that it's an accurate representation of what you're hearing so far, since you haven't fully watched the episode? But are they really feeling these girls? Are there people, because still want to spoil it, if there's stuff going on, don't spoil it, we gonna find out. But are the couples as solid? Are the guys really feeling the girls, or do you think that a lot of these girls may potentially be being misled?
Yeah. When I was in the villa, Mackenzie and Connor, like Connor is probably the most genuine, lighthearted, great, like he's gold in his personality. Like he's like the man, and he really loves Mackenzie. So that relationship was real, and I just feel bad that when I was leaving, Mackenzie was doing what he was doing. She was doing to him, like, kind of being controlling in a way, and she got mad over like little stuff that you guys didn't see off camera.
I can imagine though how we've seen,
She was always bickering him over like little things. Like she would just like go up to him, hey, I was over there for an hour and you didn't look over at me once, like stuff like that. Yeah, he was eating cereal with me, and she came over by us and was like, hey, Connor, you did not come get me when I was waiting for you over there. He said, how did I know I was going to come get you? So she did a couple things like that. I don't want to throw her on the bus, but that relationship was real. They're doing the thing. Johnny and Sally Johnny liked her, but I don't. It was hard to read Johnny because he's such a authentic dude. He has a lot of wisdom in his eyes, so you don't know if he's very intense, and it's like part of the show is intense. The production is intense. The show in general is intense. So he kind of got molded into the show. He's picked the show, so I didn't know if it was real or not because he was so good at it. He was so good at what was going on. Like I was like, was he part of production?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
He would come in. He would leave sometimes and come in and then just bring up a conversation on relationship, and he would present it in a way where it was a cliffhanger. I was just like, damn, this dude.
You looking like
this dude got some skill, like how he talked. Sally, she was great. I mean, yeah, they were really real. I was just doing my thing with Moira, and I would just head over heels, and people were just telling me to calm down and pace it up. But yeah, overall, yeah, I mean, I didn't think anything of like the whole not being real. Was that the question? The question was just like,
Yeah, that you're answering the question.
Okay, yeah. I didn't see anything like any red flags on like if it wasn't real or not. But at the same time, my experience there, when the conversation is going to happen. Producers come in and be like, hey, the girl's waiting on you, walk by, she's going to grab you. So you kind of know going into it, you're like, okay, I got to go walk out. And it's kind of like almost more, at that time, it was like more acting in my heart. And I can tell when people are on that spotlight. Like the real times where you're just like chilling and like, you're like, okay, the cameras are rolling, but are they really getting this? But there's times where you know that the main camera's going to be on you. So you're going to, me and Moira had a couple of those, and I could tell in her eyes that she's like, okay, I'm in the back of her mind, I'm talking, and the camera's on me, like, fuck. So, but a lot of people were like that. Yeah. It was kind of like back and forth. So I wish that part was kind of different. The whole getting forced conversation. It was more organized dating. You know what I mean? That was mine.
And it's interesting what you said with the whole Johnny thing, because there's this theory going around, not about Johnny, but there was a little theory. They were like, what if Lauren, the way her attitude was, everything, how she came in, they said she was an actress, and what if she came in and her role was to have that attitude, bring that fire to spice up the villa. So that's interesting that you said that, because that can be like a little Love Island conspiracy theory. But
I mean, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, because who came in for me, he was the total opposite of me. So they know what they're doing.
Right. No, they know what they're doing.
I was talking to my producers. I was like, what you're doing? He was like, no, we just bring people in as part of the show. I was like, yeah, you bring the right people in.
Yeah, they know when to do it and how to do it.
Yeah.
Now, what's a major moment that the audience didn't get to see that you wish they did, or if you're aware of if it got aired or not? But is there something you wish they showed?
Yeah, I wish they showed more of like that conversation, like guy talk, and like our there were and even girl talk. And we were wondering actually when we were having guy talk, just chilling, like imagine what the girls are saying. I think that, like I said, I haven't watched it, but I saw some clips of some bantering back and forth in the dressing room getting ready. But we stayed in there a lot. Like we had a lot of time in the dressing room. Sitting on that, you saw that green couch?
No, it looked comfy in there. I will give you that. I like the way y'all rooms were set up, but also they had the vanities in the girls' room, so I was like, I'm with that. But I liked y'all room.
Yeah, we were in the guys' room. I mean, we were in there 60%, 70% of the time when I was in the villa. But we were barely outside, and we were outside, but we were.
It's hot outside. No wonder you're inside.
Yeah, exactly. I think they didn't show like some conversation. Carrington was getting on. Hey, are you getting this? Are you getting this? Because they would come in, like, hey, you're not allowed to talk about that. We would just talk about life stuff, and then, but those are the type of stuff that America would relate to. We're talking about past experiences. We're talking about how we grew up, or we're talking about how this, like you said, they paint a picture, but it would be nice to have America show your true personality. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Now, who were your favorite people in the villa?
Connor, 100%, and Carrington.
Okay.
Those are the two dudes. But everybody, I love everybody, like Trey and Johnny, and
Right.
Jeremiah. But if I had to choose the closest, I always felt comfortable. I could always go to Connor, and he always had that bromance. And Carrington had a couple moments where he helped me a lot, and he gave me a necklace.
Oh.
That was like cool. It was great. And then the girls, I love Caitlin, and he was really cool too.
Who? Oh, it's starting to break up a little bit.
I know. Yeah. I know.
Okay, now you're back.
Hopefully
we're back, guys. We're back. Okay.
Cool, yeah.
Who was the other person?
For the girls, Justine and Caitlin, they were great.
Now, would you say, was there any interest in Justine? She's such a sweetheart.
Yeah. Well, she said I reminded her of her ex. So she brought it up every time I talked to her. She was like, hey ex. I was like, what's up?
Wow. See, this is the content. People are not asking the question. I'm like, this is some stuff we want to know.
So
wow.
Me being teasy and know how to joke around people, I would always be like, I was like, hey, you want to recouple? I can be your ex, or I would say.
Oh.
I would say
wow.
About how I was like, I didn't break your heart, did I? Because I acted like her ex, because I guess I looked like him, but I don't think anything crazy happened.
Right.
I don't think he cheated on her or anything. So.
Okay. See, that did not even. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, she said that's real.
Okay. Now, Lauren. We talked about Lauren a little bit. She was a person who came in. Now, you see, after you left, the next set of girls, I believe, that came in, or the next set, or the person to come in, was Lauren. So you're able to see a little bit about her, hear about her, see how she moves. Do you think you would have gone after Lauren?
It would have been a tough spot for me because I am attracted to her. Yeah, the body type that she did have, and her persona. Yeah, I would have definitely looked into it. I would have been interested for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I would have been. Even if I was with Moira, I would have did what Moira did. I would have entertained it. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that I would fully invest. I would entertain it, but I wouldn't invest in it. You know what I mean? I think the guys were doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're a fan of the wagon, in Jeremiah's terms. You're a fan of the wagon. You're a wagon man.
Fan of the wagon. I mean, Moira had one. So I was like,
oh, Moira had a little wagon. Okay, I'm gonna peep out. I'm gonna look for it. I'm like, okay, Moira.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
All right. Next question I have, and we're gonna rewind and bring it back to season 1 of Love Island USA. Which girls from Love Island USA season 1? It could be one. It could be multiple. Like, your opinion. Do you think you would have coupled up with, or you would have liked to couple up with?
Yeah, just look wise, like I don't know, right off the bat. I mean, Alex, she's attractive.
Oh, I love Alex.
And then I think that's about it, really. And then maybe Weston's girl, the blonde girl. Forgot her name.
Blonde. Is it Emily or Kelsey?
I think it was Emily.
Emily. Yeah. Okay. Yes. I know you're talking about. She was more towards the end. Okay. She made it in the last final up. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, I know exactly who you're talking about. Emily. Okay, bet. Now, tell us 3 facts about you that we wouldn't guess.
Like I said, you didn't know I was from a small town.
Yeah, I didn't.
I thought I was in Florida. I grew up in the country. Like, I didn't know anybody. I knew everybody in my town. I think that maybe. I'm a really good drummer.
Really?
Yeah, people didn't. Yeah. I play the drums.
That's what's up. I have a cousin who plays drums. I grew up in the church, so a lot of people are into music, and I would attempt the drums. Let's just say it wasn't cool. It was a boom boom tap, but I never got that advanced. Oh no, I think it's frozen again.
No.
Oh, okay. I hear you.
Oh, okay, good.
All right, we're
Man,
back again. We're back, guys.
that was a good one. Jeez, we can.
Can you hear me? I think it's gonna connect. Okay, guys. So while it's loading, it's gonna load back. If he jumps in, we're gonna jump back into it. While it's loading, we are going to do a little game called okay, we had a little technical difficulties due to my end, unfortunately. Sorry about that, James. So we're gonna finish that last question, which was the 3 facts. So your first fact was that you're from a small town.
Yeah.
Your second fact was that you're a drummer. So we got a musician on our hands. Okay.
Yes.
And your third fact, tell me something else I wouldn't guess about you.
So I was gonna say I like to cook, but no one really knew in the villa. I actually played college ball. I'm a basketball player too. I played all my life. I played college basketball.
What
and
position?
It was a great time. Shooting guard. Yeah. I shot. I like to shoot. I like to shoot. Yeah.
I was a small forward.
Okay, so you play basketball too. Okay, yeah.
It was middle
my
school.
Clippers won last night. So.
It was middle school. It was middle school. So I ain't gonna say, but I feel I could do a bounce pass, chest pass.
Yeah, give it to me. Yeah.
I'm a tall girl, so I'm out here. I will box out. You might just get your shot blocked, and I won't feel bad about
it. We'll
it.
play 1-on-1 on Zoom.
Okay.
Or in real life. But yeah.
Yes, I think we all, as season 1, season 2, we definitely all should link up. But we'll all figure that out when everyone gets out.
For sure. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll bring the ball. Be ready.
I'm just telling you, I'm not a pro player. I am one of those players that I'm a great supporting player, and I will play my supportive role. Good. You pass, I'll catch, and then I'll pass it to the next man. You might get a layup out of me. And after that, it's been a minute.
That's exactly what everyone needs, that role player.
Yeah, like I'm fairly reliable, not sturdy, not a reliable, but I'm fairly reliable.
You're the heart and soul. I love it.
Yes. So now we're gonna play a game. This game I created called Colors, and this game was created just for you, James. Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
It was made for you. So we see you with all the tats. I'm gonna name a color, and you're gonna tell me the tattoo of that color. And you're gonna tell me what is that about.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, ready? Green.
Yeah. Green. Well, yeah, we can go to the alien because he's green. It was kind of random. It was going to be a space astronaut floating. So this is a space theme.
Wait, it disconnect, or the connection's a little wonky. No, not again. Now we're back. It's recording again.
Good. You want to start over?
Yeah. So you got the space alien.
Yeah, you got the space alien looking down onto Earth. You know, I've always wanted to see the Northern Lights. This is the Northern Lights. I got my wolf howling right here. So this is Earth, and this is space. And I'm kind of, out there. I'm a goofy dude, and I just wanted to have something random, so I got an alien on my shoulder.
Okay. This is that. All right. Purple.
Purple. Purple right here.
Because I've seen your tattoos. I look. I did my research. So I look. I'm like, what he got?
I got purple. This is purple, right? The more space.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is purple. I think the jellyfish. This is purplish. This is my jellyfish. It goes on around my back. I need to finish it more. I actually I wanted some comments and some opinions on my next tattoo. I want to connect everything. Is it a good idea if I should get my whole neck?
Okay. I would say do what you want to do. Now, if you at some point know you're going to end up in corporate or in something or a job where they're going to be like, yo, no neck. Normally, I have people, they'll be like, yeah, I'll do everything but my neck and my hands. And they'll have everything else tied up. So if you know you're going to be in an office space or potentially could be, I'll be like, you might not want to touch the neck. You got a nice neck. You might not want to touch the neck. But you know.
I got a nice neck.
You got a nice neck. You might not want to touch the neck.
You're funny. All right, good deal.
Okay.
What's the next color?
All right. Orange.
Orange. I think maybe orange. Maybe this little planet right here. This is orange. You see it? You see the orange in it. That's orange. I got this is orange. The sunset. Volcano. You can see the volcano right here inside. This is orange. Yeah. I have a lot of blue and red. This is yellow. What else? What is you got the next color?
Okay, and our last color, pink.
Pink. I was gonna say you should have said blue because look at this blue rose.
Okay, actually, give that a moment. Flash the blue for me because that blue is looking fire. Flash it.
Exactly, it's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Like yeah, in the light. Yeah. Okay, so pink. I think this is pink. This is pink.
And that's like the galaxy.
Yeah. Oh, that's orange in there too. So
okay.
Orange. Yeah, it took a lot. 150 hours worth already.
Wow. So ladies, especially the ladies who like the tats, especially Miss Arizona, you got a chance to get all close and personal with his tattoos. I know you feeling yourself some James. So that was a moment also for the ladies to get their chance to get a look at Mr. James. Get up close and personal.
One more thing because I think everybody knows, but not a lot of people. So I had my nipple done too.
You did your nipple. How did that feel?
He ate my nipple. Probably the worst pain I ever had in my life. It's
really?
Rare in the tattoo world. No one does the nipple. It's like very rare. It's funny. So it's either you go around the nipple, or if you are extreme tattoo people, you cut off the nipple, and then you tattoo on the skin. Yeah, but you avoid the nipple or you cut it off.
You wanted your nipple though. You didn't want to lose that nipple.
I swear I did. I got pressured into it. I got peer pressure. He was like, do it. Everybody in the tattoo parlor was cheering me on.
Let me see your nipple again.
Yeah, it's black. It's inked black. Compared to this one, this is normal. This is legit.
Oh wow.
Dark.
Wow. He really tattooed his nipple, y'all, because he's about that life.
Yeah.
Ladies, if you like tattooed nipples, you know who's your man.
Me.
James.
You play with my nipples anytime you want.
Like he likes pain, y'all. He likes pain. But yes, this was a really fun interview. You let us know so much about you. You gave us insight on the villa. And this was just overall a really good conversation. I had fun learning about you and just the Love Island experience in general, to hear it and to understand it based also too off of my experience in the villa. This was just great.
Thank you so much.
So I'm happy that you took the time to come up here. It means a lot to me. I think it'll mean a lot to my subscribers too to hear from you. And I'm excited for them too. And also you had patience because my Wi-Fi was a little.
Oh no, yeah, you were patient with me today. We were supposed to do it at 2, and we did it at 4. So
yeah, when you texted me, I at that point, that's when I started driving around. I was about my business. I was like, oh, okay, 4, great.
Okay, perfect. We were in the
I was like, perfect, great. I'm just living my life.
I like how you drive your car. All
yeah,
right.
I'm 10s and 2s.
That's how I am. All right, cool. I love it. So next time I see you, I'll bring the basketball, and then I'll give you a high five, and then.
Yes, you're the high five man. Okay.
I am the high five man.
Yes, you are. All right. Well, definitely. And this was great. So before I go, especially like with my subscribers, I'm trying this new thing. You can also let me know what you think about it. But I leave off with a handshake with my homies.
Perfect.
So talk to you later. So you're going to go 1, 2, shoot them.
I got my phone right here. So what do we do?
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep. So we're gonna do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much for coming up here. I really appreciated it.
Thanks for having me. I'll see you soon, hopefully.
Yes.
All right. Bye. Have a good one.
Bye.